දැන් වවුනියාව කියලා කියන්නේ වැව් ලිමාව කියන්නේ. වැව් ලිමාව තමයි වවුනියාව. ඉතින් අපේ ඉතිහාසයේ වාපි කර්මාන්තයත් එක්ක ආපු එක. දැන් ඉරණ මඩු, කන මඩු කියන්නේ හමුදා කැම්ප් එක. වයිරි මඩු, ඉරණ මඩු. ඒ වගේ මඩු කියන්නේ කැම්ප් එකක්. මේව ඉතිහාසයක් අපිට ප්‍රෞಢ ඉතිහාසයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම විජේ කුමාරයන්ටත් ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපේ වාරි කර්මාන්තයේ ඒ වගේම අනික් කර්මාන්ත ශක්තිමත් ඉස්සරහට තිබිලා තියෙනවා. ඒක ඔබතුමාලා කරන්නේ මහා උතුම්ක සේවයක්. මේ රටේ හැම දෙයක්ම ඉතාමත් කුස්පරික්ෂාකාරීව බලලා මොකද අපේ ගම් වලින් වැඩිච්ච උගාක් ඉංජිනේරු මහත්මයාලා ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් එක යුගයක් තිබුණේ රදල පන්තිය විතරයි ආය තමයි ඉංජිනේරුවරු පාස් වුණේ. ඒ වගේම අද්දෝගාත්තුරු හිටියේ. මේ අද්දෝගාත්තුලා කියලා කියන්නේ විශේෂ මාත්‍රුනේ. ගරිෂ්ඨ විභාගයේ පාස් කළේ. ඒ වගේම ලොකු දේවල් වලට ගියේ මේ ඉහළ පන්තියේ මිනිස්සු. අද ගම් වල දැන් මේ සුගත් මාත්‍රලා වගේ පොළොන්නරු දෙවිච්ච අය. මොකද පොළොව පාතේ නෙවෙයි. බොහොම දුෂ්කර පළාත්වල ඉපදිලා දුෂ්කරව අධ්‍යාපනය ලැබලා ඒගොල්ලෝ ඉංජිනේරුවරු වෙලා අද ලෝකෙටම වැඩ කරන මහ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල මිනිස්සු පාඩුපත් වෙනවා. ලෝකේ මම දැන් ඉතාමත් විශිෂ්ට ඉතාමත් පොලේ කල්පනාව තියෙන ජාතියක් හැටියට සිංහල ජාතිය ලෝකෙ පිළිගන්නවා. නමුත් ඉතින් ඒක පිළිගන්න සමහර අය කැමතිත් නැහැ. එහෙම පොහොත්කමක් තියෙනවා. අර පෙන්ද සුදු පාට දින කුරුල්ලට සුදු රෙදි හොරා කියලා කියන්නේ. ඒකම තමිලි පාට දින එක දිනුනවා. ඔක කන්තල්ලද? මොකද ඒක ස්වභාව ධර්මයක් විදගන්න කැමති නැහැ. ස්වභාව ධර්මයේ තියෙන ලක්ෂණවත් විදගන්න කැමති නැහැ. කෝට්ටම් වෙඩ්ස්. ඒකෙන්ද මම හිතන්නේ අලුත් අධිරක් අපේ ඉංජිනේරු මහත්වරු මේ එකතු වෙලා මේ ආරම්භ කරන වැඩ පිළිවෙල සරුව ප්‍රකාරයෙන්ම සාර්ථක වේවා. තුනුළුවන්ගේ රැකවරණය තුනුළුවන්ගේ ආශිර්වාද ලැබේවා. ඉතින් ඔබතුමාලා වගේ දරුවන් හදන්න ගොඩාක් ඉතින් ඔබේ තාත්තලා අම්මලා සමාට අද ජීවිතුම් නැතර නැහැ. ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ අරුණලු බලන්න ලෝකේ ඔබට ගොඩාක් ඔබ වෙනුවෙන් දුක් විඳා. ඔබ වෙනුවෙන් මහන්සි වුණා. ඔබ වෙනුවෙන් දාඩිය මොහුරු හෙලවා. සමාජ මහ පොළොවත් එක පොරවදලා ඔබ පෝෂණය කරන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ මහන්සි වුණා. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ වික්‍රමයේ දකින්න ඒගොල්ලෝ අද ජීවිතුම් නැතර ඒ හැම දෙනාම ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරන බෝධියකින් අමහා නිවන් සම්පත් වේවා. ඉතින් අපේ සභාපතිතුමා හිටපු ඇතුළු මේ සියලුම දෙනා මේ කාර්යාංශය ඉංජිනේරු කාර්යාංශය ශක්තිමත් ඉස්සරහට ගෙනියන්න ශක්තියත් බලයත් ධෛර්යයත් තුනුරුවන්ගේ ආශිර්වාදයත් ජයසිරි මහා හාමුදුරුවන්ගේ ආශිර්වාදයත් ලැබේවා කියන ප්‍රාර්ථනාවෙන් අපි ආගමික කටයුතු අපි අවසන් කරනවා. සෑම දිනකටම සම්මා සම්බුද්ධ
President, IESL, Engineer Samantha Gunawardana, Vice President, IESL,
Engineer Suran Fernando, Honorary Secretary IESL, Engineer MC Samarasinghe, Honorary Treasurer IESL, Engineer Neil Abesekara, CEO IESL, Engineer SC Ratnayaka, Chairman IESL Rajarata Chapter, Engineer CS Lokubarana, Senior Secretary IESL Rajarata Chapter.
Engineer B.A. Niranjan Dhanapala, Treasurer, IESL Rajarata Chapter, Engineer Ms. W.P.S. Sudarshani, Vice Chairman, IESL Rajarata Chapter, Engineer A.M.C.T.K. Attanayaka, Past Chairman, IESL Rajarata Chapter, and special guest, Engineer Dimati Fernando, Engineer Sudhit Jayasuriya,
and representing department heads, Engineer Himash Itanagi, Deputy General Manager, North Central National Water Supply and Drainage Board, Engineer Pramita Jayawardena, Deputy General Manager North Central Ceylon Electricity Board, Engineer R.M.P. Ratnayaka, Provincial Director Road Development Authority, Engineer Mrs. D.L.B.P. Jayasekara, Deputy Chief Secretary Engineering, Provincial Engineering Department, Engineer K.M.L.J. Chandrasiri, General Manager North Central Police Provincial Road Development Authority, Engineer Jayanta Singh, Director of Irrigation, Pura.
Director of Provincial Irrigation, Engineer R.S.K. Rajakaruna, Deputy Resident Project Manager, Mahavela Authority, Engineer Christmas, Manager of PMC SLT, Engineer Kimhan Mangalu, Works Engineer RUSL, and Engineer PWSL Viratna, Project Director, XBL Project.
Thank you all.
We invite all the distinguished guests accompanied with our chairman, IESL Rajarata chapter, to the head table.
To initiate the today's event,
of phase 2 of IESL Rajarata chapter building. This is a landmark achievement that reflects the hopes and dreams of engineers in this region. Not only in this region, but also the whole engineers in Sri Lanka. IESL Rajarata chapter is proud to be the only regional center fully owned by IESL. This land and the buildings, of course the deed also for IESL. This shows the vision and dedication of those who work hard to establish regional centers across the country. With the completion of phase 2, we now have a spacious and modern facility where we can hold meetings, training programs, professional reviews, and career development activities, and many more for the engineers in the northern part, eastern part, and north central part of the Sri Lanka. On behalf of the IESL Rajarata chapter, it is my great pleasure to warmly welcome all our distinguished guests. First, I extend a special welcome to Engineer Granny Chara, the President of IESL, for honoring us with his presence. I also warmly welcome Engineer Professor Ranjit Disanayake, immediate past President of IESL, and Engineer Kosala Kamuradeniya, President-elect of IESL, for taking time from their busy schedule to join us this important day. I would also like to welcome Engineer Kamala Gunawardena, Vice President of IESL, and the Secretary, Treasurer of IESL and CEO, Engineer Nee, and the council members all who came from Colombo to be the part of this event. A warm welcome to the heads of engineering organizations in LCP province. Your presence this event even more special. I can see the RDA, the PRDA, CEB, Water Board, Irrigation Department, CECB, and IPHT. So almost all SLT and almost all the head of institutes in the North Central Province are here to grace this occasion. Thank you very much, sir and madam, for your presence here. I also extend a heartfelt welcome to all engineers from different organizations who are here with us today, showing their support and unity. I would like to recognize and welcome dedicated members of the IESL chapter, including our Senior Secretary, Treasurer, Senior Secretary Engineer Obaran, Treasurer Engineer Naranjan, the Vice Chairman and Past President, and all Executive Committee members. A special appreciation goes to Building Committee Chair, Engineer Nalini Vijay and her team, for their hard work and dedication in making this project a success. That's remarkable. The journey came with them here. Because of their dedication and hard working, we able to finish this building. Thank you for your committee, and you all welcome for this great occasion. Yes. As we celebrate today, it is important to remember those who helped make this dream reality. I extend my deepest gratitude to former IESL President, Special Engineer Tilak Disilva, who started this work with us, and all the past presidents and the past chairman of IESL Rajarata, Special Engineer Dr. Sujit Jayasuriya, who played a key role in starting this project. So if you look at the board, the note there in the front, your names there, your presence is graceful in this occasion. I also sincerely thank Engineer Professor Ranjit Tisananda for introducing financial support program for provincial chapter building, which helped us complete this milestone. Thank you, sir, and your council for taking such a wonderful initiative to complete this occasion. We wrote a project reports and we applied a soft loan. I don't know whether the loans to be restructured in the future, but we have a soft loan facility with the grace period. Thank you for you, sir, for initiating this one and for the council. As engineers, we know that progress requires change. Just as engineering solutions improve over time, organizations like IESL must also evolve. Engineers in the provinces need better access to resources, training and professional activities beyond the main office in Colombo. Our members in the province expect a transformation within IESL. We need decentralization of activities and facilities that can better serve engineers beyond the mother center in Colombo. This beautiful provincial center is not just a building, it's a resource, a hub and a strategic asset for IESL. And the engineers in the north central, northern and eastern provinces. However, to operate efficiently, this center requires operational and maintenance budget. A dedicated staff and resources necessary to function as a fully fledged decentralized office and a study center. I urge the IESL leadership to provide the support required to make this vision a reality. And don't you believe this place good for unwind with a cold, chill beer in the evening too? Yes, I feel too. Our building located in a fast-growing area in Anuradhapura, surrounded by important educational institutions. Nearby, the next door, we have the largest training center in the North Central Province. And there are discussions already underway to establish a slit in next door in that building. So we believe this area will soon become key educational hub for future generations. In conclusion, I once again warmly welcome all of you to this historic event. Let us celebrate this achievement as an important step forward for the engineering community and sign for progress we can achieve together. Thank you, and may this event inspire us to reach even greater success in years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. Up next is the presentation by the IESL Rajarata Chapter Building Committee. Their dedication and hard work have laid the foundation for what we celebrate here. And now it's the time to hear from them about the journey that led to this remarkable achievement.
I cordially invite the chairperson of Chapter Building Committee, IESL Rajarata Chapter, Engineer Ms. Lalani Jayasekara on stage.
Thank you, MCs. Very good morning, President IESL and the council members, Chairman, distinguished guests, heads of engineering organization and dear colleagues. It is both a pleasure and honor to address you all on this historical occasion as we celebrate the culmination of remarkable journey, a journey that began back in 2005, a journey of dedication, collaboration and unwavering vision. Today, we stand together witnessing the fruits of years of hard work and teamwork. This achievement stands on three key pillars. I would like to highlight those three key pillars. First, a vision that takes root. Back in 2005, the engineers in Rajarata had a foresight to dream of a dedicated premises for their activities. They searched tirelessly for a suitable location, exploring several options. Within the Anuradhapura city limits, I recall being involved as a junior engineer, inspired by their determination. Their efforts bore fruits when they secured 67 per plot of land, remarkably at no cost. To ensure the project's future, they took extra step, collecting contributions of 1,000 rupees from each engineer and established a building fund that was in 2005. The second pillar, the leadership and initiative. The second pillar of this success was Engineer Tilak Silva, one of the past president of IESL. During his tenure, Engineer Sujit as the chapter chair and myself as secretary, he motivated us to commence the construction. At that time, our building fund has only 1 million. Engineer Sujit may remember. Engineer Tilak assured us his support and true to his word, he facilitated a council-approved grant of 1.5 million. His encouragement marked the beginning of our construction journey that was in 2013 and completion of the first floor of the building in 2014. The third pillar is our immediate past president, engineer Kanjit Disanayake. You recognize the importance of substantial financial support for provincial centers. I greatly admire the way you presented your proposal, the way you presented in an innovative manner a loan to the provincial centers. 20 million, you initially proposed to grant us 20 million loan. When some engineers heard about this loan, they got afraid and asked, how can we settle the loan? My answer was very simple. If we do not settle the loan, I expect to take over the building. No issue. I like to brief you on the journey of construction of this remarkable building. Ground floor of the construction was commenced in 2013 and was completed in 2014. Engineer Sujit may remember, we had ceremonially commenced our construction. As today we had ceremonial opening for the ground floor. In 2019, the roof was completed. Stage 2 was initiated with the support of IESL Council. First, the project committee was appointed. Initially, Engineer Gresha and Engineer Chandrika prepared cost estimates and procurement documents. We had to face interview from the building committee in IESL. We adopted labor contract approach, ensuring cost alignment with the building schedule rates in North Central Province. The initial estimate was 17 million, that was not including the leveling of the land. Works was awarded to 4 contracts: civil works, iron works, electrical works and aluminium works. Civil works commenced on 23rd August 2024. This was not just a construction. It's an opportunity to network with engineers from different organizations, share experiences and enjoy by doing social responsibility. Finally, bringing immense satisfaction. Let us take a moment of reflection of this remarkable journey. You may remember many engineers, but now they are not in Anuradhapura. They have get transferred, they have get retired. You may get nostalgic memories. have the same memory. This achievement is the result of collective efforts of almost all engineers in North Central Province. They supported in many ways. However, I wish to recognize a very few individuals who went above and beyond. First, our Treasurer Engineer Niranjan Dhanapala. I highly appreciate his support for keeping the cash flow whenever required. I know he is such a busy person, but when we ask money, but the thing is, the amount is not a small amount. Always he requests 1 million, 2 million. He also has to go to the bank himself. I know sometimes he had to go to get the other signature from secretary or chairman. He did all and he helped us to maintain the continuous cash flow. Then Sanjay Mandinayaka and Engineer Chaminda Lokubarana. This clay bricks were brought from Matale. They arranged transportation for these bricks from Matale, serving nearly 100,000 rupees. Then Engineer Nuwan Bandara, one of our project coordinator, he assisted in many ways clearing the debris away from the site without additional cost. Then he helped us to finding some construction materials and coordinated with suppliers. Then Engineer Chaminda Silva, I appreciated his continuous support from the beginning till yesterday. Then Provincial Director RTA and his staff provided the last minute assistance in leveling the ground without any cost. I highly appreciate your support, sir. Then engineers from National Water Supply and Drainage Board. Yesterday, many of them attended many works. Thank you so much. Then, thing is, initial design was done one architect. He was attached to provincial engineering department. Now he is not in Anuradhapura. Now for this part, our architect Susantha Vistavira, he provided consultancy service for free of charge. He always assisted. He did all the detailing, color selection. You might have noticed the column moldings, then handrail, gate, all the designs were done by our architect without any cost. There are two individuals. Without them, this building opening would have been a dream, just a dream. Engineer Shani, project treasurer, and Engineer Chandrika, one of the project coordinator. My two hands. At the beginning, I worked alongside with them and they followed my instructions. But soon, they took the full leadership and ensured the quality, cost effectiveness and record keeping. Finally, I had to follow their instructions. I don't know how many times they visited hardwares, then finding tiles, everything they did whenever something is required for the tile site. They had to go to the hardwares and brought the material. I think you all like to know who these dedicated two ladies, Engineer Ishani and Chatrika, please come forward. I want to recognize you. Your tireless service. Thank you for all you did to support me. Thank you. I must also extend my appreciation for all four contractors confident that the President and the incoming Chairman will take the leadership. In closing, I extend my gratitude to everyone who contributed to the success of this historical project. Let us continue to work together to uplift the engineering profession and make the facility to a beacon of excellence for generations to come. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Madam, for the insightful presentation for all of us. Next, we have the privilege of hearing from another key pillar who played a crucial role in funding this building project.
I warmly invite Engineer Professor Ranjit Disanayaka, immediate past President of IESL, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all. President, the President-elect, Engineer Professor Kamala, Mrs. Kamala Gunarathan, and the Vice President, and I can't remember the Vice President name, and the Engineer Neil Abhisegar, our CEO, and Engineer Sudat, the current chairman of the Rajarata chapter, and all the office bearers, especially Mr. Dalani, for doing all the hard work to bring up this level. All the heads of the engineering institute and my dear engineers, I'm very pleased to be here with you the day that you opened your chapter building. It seems like the good first chapter building in the country. Of course, we as a IESL think a lot about the provincial sectors, chapters. For example, last year alone, we launched a new program. One is we believe that the Toastmaster must be the Toastmastering program. Why we brought it? We need to see that the engineers become leaders. So, being one of the former Toastmasters, I know how important it is. Therefore, we are actually funding for the establishment of the Toastmastering Club, each and every province. I think for the time being, as 5 chapters have started for the time being. As well as we understand that we need to do the mentoring for the members, I think we have established the mentoring program also, so that some people are getting benefit and we are going to continue that program also. And a similar way that the office building actually we declared that up to 20 million can be granted to each and every province to establish their own chapter building. 2 proposals we accepted, one from the Rajarata and the other one is registered, but they are still doing. But I think as you had already started the building and the delegated team, you could finish this. And thank you so much for at least now we can say that our effort has been come to a real building at least in that area. So that when I repeated it all, that have a better video of this one and we'll send to the other province and ask them to do the same thing. As you know that not like in the other province, other professions, the engineers around the country and the people who are in the province has no much opportunity compared to those who are around in the country. Therefore, you need a place to do a lot of activities. Therefore, I think next question comes. Allow me came to that point, the very important thing is the business model. So business model is the most important. So I can help you because I'm in the portfolio, right? And because for the time being, I have done a similar thing. Some of you may know that even in the Vidya Mahavatar, I have a 3-story building. So, of course, I build it, I don't want to rent it. Personally, I don't want to rent it, I want to do something. So, what I thought is, I thought of the kind of business model which is not, it should be unique. So, therefore, I declared it is a concept called, I'm not marketing, but gap headquarters. That means the headquarters for the research commercialization. As you know that from the academia, I know that there are so many good research are there, but they have end up with the thesis or presentation or something like that. But I want to take them beyond that one, beyond and make sure that it become a company, business venture, so that the revenue can be generated. Likewise, for the time being, we have developed nearly 6 companies, but we have some more startups, so that the people are working on some areas. Even last week we started the startup, so that somebody comes and he saw the keen interest. Then I say that the initial funding can be given. You establish the company, so you can operate our account and under our name. We have different system. If somebody come like research and development, we say the gap research and development. So under the gap research and development, he can develop it. When he come to the point where he earns the money, then we can have a separate company. So that is the business model that I brought it. I'm successful. I'm not asking you to make the same business model here, because when I hear that there are so many academic institutes coming and this is becoming a popular place, therefore you have to make sure that what kind of business model is going to work here, right? So that, of course, you have to think seriously and come up with the business model. There are many things right now world is looking for. Nowadays, there's a good interest for the AI. Simply speaking, maybe there will be a time without knowing the AI, you cannot find out them. It is simple like that. You can remember, we can remember that we had a lot of classes for the Microsoft learning. But today there is no classes for Microsoft. Everybody must know the Microsoft. Similarly, you need to know the AI, right? Time to come. So there is opportunity. When you find the gap, there is opportunity. Another one is the world. There is a trend for the film industry, different kind of short films. So that these things can be. But while having this, you can bring kind of traditional things. People are now very much keen on Zumba, social dance, right? And music, singing. People like to sing now. Most of the people, I know that they, after retirement, they go to the music classes now, right? This is the trend, right? Because they are isolated. Children are no longer alone with them. Then they need to activity. They are very popular. Going to the scene. I know that many people have. Likewise, you have to understand the potential market for the country. It need not to be a pure engineering, but being Anuradhapura, there are a lot, right? So that you can have the mini exhibition here, right? Maybe art exhibition. So that you declare that we have the artist, so somebody may be artist and bring an artistic. Also, you have the workshop while posters hanging around. Similarly, I can think about the thousands and thousands activities, but I don't see that every and each activities will work. So we try some of them. Some of them we understand that we fail, but we try. So similarly, that in the that we have been running the candy company this year going to 16 times, right? It's continuously 16 years we continue. But we understand the huge potential for the knowledge sharing, right? People are thirsty on knowledge, right? Therefore, now we have going to have a co-conference for that. We carefully select the themes. Right? The next conference will be marked in the circular economy. There's a huge stress on the material. Therefore, people need to respect the material, and the material cost is getting so huge, right? So how we can do the construction without the sand, right? Well, where is the opportunity for the modular construction? Where is the opportunity for the prepacked structures and so forth, right? So there's another one. The second one in May will be the university industry collaboration. Because universities are working isolate, industries working isolate, but it's not be the case. But developed universities, especially like Germany, Japan, the universities and the industries are working hand to hand. Because the university has the problem, the industry has the problem, university know how to solve it. So we have to get together. When the student comes to the final year, he should spend time almost with the industry. So otherwise, what we are doing? We in the universities, we learn the theories and do the report. Industries are importing the things and doing the things. But they should be matched together, then only you can get the innovation. So another topic is we are working on the biomimicry. Biomimicry is a very interesting topic, very fascinated one. What is the biomimicry? Biomimicry is as you know that we all have to believe that the best scientist in the world is the nature. Some of the things nature does, even we can imagine. You get the small the weeds, after few months you see the tree, right? So you can't do it, right? Anybody has not done that, you can't do it. But whatever we do, end of the day you make a trouble to the environment. You build a car, when it comes to the end of the life, it will be somewhere, it becomes a problem. When you use the car, the carbon dioxide will be, you have to go for the decarbonization, right? Therefore, we have to, through the biomimicry, what we are trying to do is study the nature and the find the solution. That is becoming. So I have been working in the area of sustainability during last 15-16 years. Being a founder of the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka and being a chairman for the Green Building Council of Sri Lanka for the last 7-6 years. But the working and later, what I realized that what is this Green Building Council? What we are doing? Very simple. Very simple need. Will you go back to our start? God, assume there is somebody called God. God decided to have a cow, cat, and it's a one element is human being. I think God has made a mistake. Creating the human being, He has given the brain to think about. If you didn't have the brain, you don't do this kind of thing. So that is the mistake that the brain and the God did. Then what happened is that we move from the jungle to the built environment, where now we have a lot of issues being in the built environment. Now what we really do in the sustainability of the green building, we try to encourage the daylight, we try to live with the cross ventilation, rainwater harvesting and anything and everything. Of course, when I just imagine that if I were in the jungle, if I am in the cave, or if I need the water, I will go somewhere and drink it. Yeah, the rainwater harvesting. So if I be like the little worm, I will go out and go to the mountain and get the fresh water. Then exactly what we are trying to do, we are trying to bring the nature into the building. That means we are trying to bring the nature into everything that we are doing. That is the first activity. That is the green building. So therefore, That's what we are very keen on the biomimicry, and we are working with the biomimicry. Just coming back to that, definitely we need to have a business model. If you could establish the business model with this one, only IESL will be happy, because if you become a burden, of course the president and the council will look after you. But if the council understand that you earn some money and you put even the pay, maybe 50,000 per month back to the IESL, IESL will be so happy to encourage other provinces also to establish with the similar model. And this business model can be repeated a similar way. So that is very, very important. So therefore, I think, of course, we will be there to help you in any case. But if you can create the business model and earn yourself and enjoy yourself, that will be the best thing that IESL would like to see. Before concluding, very recently I was in Nepal to mission to Washington Code accreditation. There, I felt that almost all the engineers of Sri Lanka must be very thankful to the IESL, especially those who were here, council about 10-15 years before getting this accreditation. So they are work here, they go to the Singapore, they go to the Australia, they get the permanency, residency and everything thanks to Washington Accord. Therefore, IESL, the commitment and dedication in order to get the Washington Accord and maintain the Washington Accord, we really appreciate it. We have to appreciate it. The young generation, they don't know that, and they ask why we are keep on paying the money to the IESL as a membership, but they don't know. They go to the Australia and they get the PR because thanks to the IESL. When I go to the Nepal, they say that the Nepal engineers go to the Middle East and work under the Indian and Sri Lankan engineers because they are not accredited. They can't get the PhD question, MPC question directly. We have to sit with another exam. So therefore, we Sri Lankan engineers are blessed with the Washington Accord and the international recognition that brought a lot to. Therefore, I think young generation should be educated on the IESL role, especially in the accreditation. And among the accreditation of in the South Asia, the best accreditation framework is with us. So we all must be happy and encourage to membership to be with the IESL. Together we can go a long path. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. A true leader is someone who inspires, guides, and empowers others to reach their fullest potential. Now, it's the time to hear from such a leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Engineer Granny Jayala, Honorable President IESL, to address the gathering. It's over to you, sir.
Dear Chairman, Rajarata chapter, and all committee members of the Rajarata chapter, and all the heads of the departments who had arrived here today, and immediate past President Professor Aditi Sanayaka, President-elect Engineer Kosala Aparadeniya, Vice President Engineer Samatha Gunawardena, and Vice President Engineer Kamala Gunawardena. I think those who had arrived here from representing sectional committees, our Executive Secretary, all of others who had assembled here, I wish good morning to all of you, and especially the past chairmen of the chapter, particularly those who had voluntarily contributed a significant contribution for us to be here today in this sort of venue. I still remember, when you recall the history, in 1906, I think Ceylon Engineers Association was established here in Anuradhapura, and it is very remarkable. The first building, first chapter building again, is coming here, and it has been a reality today to have the first chapter building like Engineers Association was born that day in 1906, I think after 118 years. And today we have been fortunate to have our own building here. I really admire continuous support, volunteer contribution that you have done according to the chairman of the building service building committee. You started the project in 2005, and it's about 19 years contribution of many chapter chairmen, committee members. When you happen to see the video, you really see the contribution, voluntary contribution during office hours, coming all the way and getting the quotation and following the procurement procedures also. And we know when we start something, really, it is very difficult, like IPP mentioned. When we start to doing a good job, I really don't know the Sri Lankan mentality. Most of the time, the negative things or some objections are coming. And the same thing was reflected yesterday also. We went to meet the secretary, the Minister of Transport, and Professor Kapila. And he also mentioned one important thing which I got to my heart strike. He told it is very difficult to have a change. Then he also mentioned, if you are honest, if you are genuine, you really need to take your own decision and you deliver. If you are honest, if you are genuine, you are stronger. But still in this culture you might get so many obstructions. But things that we see here delivered are from that sort of background. Sometimes it is very difficult to come to collective decisions. If you put some, we know that we had a good experience of funding this building also, thank you IPP. Sometimes the practice that he adopted even without telling anybody, but if the effort or the intention is very pure for the membership, then eventually, today, I think all those who had objected even, we will appreciate this one today. That's the way I think we have to go ahead for the rest of the thing also. I assure MP and our council will definitely will get the report from you, and most importantly, this maintaining of this building is a real recurrent expenditure you have to incur monthly. Initially, we will determine and we will definitely support for that one, because it's our own it's for our own members really. And like IPP mentioned, okay, that's a good thing that you could think about a model somewhat partially, at least 50% or 60% business type of model. And I know this building is now could really continue conducting CPD programs like Chairman mentioned, e-paper examinations and other social activities. And I suddenly felt when he mentioned about the IPP, about the business model, we really can have a mini Techno 2026 also here. Under our piece, he will be having the Techno 2025, but we can, I just propose, we can work out a plan. It's a different model, not a real. We even thought this initial, our perceptions was Techno should be a profitable one. Many people, many members, council also criticize if it is a negative budget or break even. They used to conventionally think that it should not be done. You cancel the Techno. But the Techno perspective is not that now. techno is we voluntarily, we ourselves must deliver the thing that yield much more tangible, not tangible, intangible benefits for the members. That should be the message. So we decided really, we forget about that conventional profit model. We now devoted that we have spent money for the members. And I think this time also we have dedicated for the research students and entrepreneurships to come forward. I think that's the culture that we have to appreciate our engineers, those who are doing, like IPP mentioned, we do research, much of the research they are on self. There's a huge gap. That's why we have, I think, put the name for the gap also. There is a real gap. So this time we call research papers evidence-based research. And we try to introduce a series of awards also for those engineers who are coming with evidence-based, with the research output, really matching with the country's development, addressing the country's problem. So that with that one also we can make this premises income generating also. So without taking that much, my time allocated was just 5 minutes, I knew. So again, thanks for the initiative that we took yesterday with the leadership of our APP to think about and to allocate funding for this one. We very well know there are some balance work to be done. We worked with the chairman and the new committee. I also wish the new committee all the best and to organize and come out with some sort of analysis that we will take it up and work out a mechanism to maintain this building for future, to maintain the state of art, what we are expecting from this one. And just suggesting some CPD program yesterday, we had a discussion at the CPD to launch some CDBs. We can make use of this center to have license one copy at least. And young engineers to come and train, because all of them are having crack versions, but it's difficult to have the crack versions also. They can come here. For example, there is Stratfor. We know that I've been a design engineer myself, or coming those sites of software, Civil 3D, and Midas and Stratfor. And those are very expensive, but we can have one license here, like GIS, Geographic Information Center. People can do their research part, spend time here for 2-3 hours for the software part. And also the BIM, Building Information Management System, we had a techno exhibition last time. I think we need to carry forward that one. Infrastructure Management System, how we design, referring to the other layers. This center could be one. Then the young engineers will come and have spent 2-3 hours and get to train for those things. So those are some sort of way forward thing. Thank you for the, particularly the devotion that was remarkable devotion and volunteer service that the building sector chairman and the members and the past chairmans, because of them, we have this great opportunity to be here today. It's a real pride. So I take this small note. I wish a remarkable day and all the best for the forthcoming. I think evening you have the AGM also. So both events is getting coincide today. So with that one, I congratulate the center to be a real model for other chapters also. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. It is with great pleasure that we will be recognizing and honoring the outstanding contributions of the Executive Committee members of IESL Rajarata chapter. Next, we will proceed with the awarding of certificates to appreciate their dedicated service to IESL Rajarata chapter.
To lead us in this special moment, I would like to warmly invite Engineer Granny Jalan, the Honorable President of IESL, to join us for the certificate awarding. first awardee is Engineer C. Ratnayaka, Chairman, IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer C.S. Lokubalana, Senior Secretary, IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer B.A. Niranjana Dhanapala, Treasurer of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer Ms. W.P.S. Sudarshani, Vice Chairman of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer A.M.C.T.K. Attanayaka, Past Chairman of IESL Rajarata Chapter.
Engineer V.G.K. Maduranga, Editor of the IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer Ms. H.B.I.C. Rajakaruna, Joint Secretary of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer Prageet Chanaka Valivita, Joint Secretary of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer Ms. R.M.I.U. Ratnayaka, Assistant Secretary of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer U.D.S.D. Disanayaka, Executive Committee Member of IESL Rajarata Chapter.
Engineer W.A.T.P. Senaviratna, Executive Committee Member of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer E.M.S.B. Vijay Tilaka, Executive Committee Member of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer S.M.K. Parsad, Executive Committee Member of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer S.D.U.D. Silva, Executive Committee Member of IESL Rajarata Chapter. Engineer W.G.S.S. Bandara, Representative Member, Polonnaruwa District Chapter Chairman.
Engineer R.U.P. Priyadarshana, Representative Member, Polonnaruwa District Chapter Secretary. Engineer Ms. W.V. Kavisekara, Representative Member, Ceylon Electricity Board. Engineer K.P.L. Kumarage, Representative Member, National Institution of Post-Harvesting Management. Engineer W.H.M.E.D. Senaviratna, Representative Member of National Water Supply and Drainage Board. Engineer A.M.W.L. Adhikari, Representative Member, Road Development Authority.
Engineer I.M.S.P. Sumanadasa, Representative Member of Irrigation Department. Engineer D.M.S.J. Disanayaka, Representative Member of Provincial Irrigation Department. Engineer B.M.S.W. Mendis, Representative Member of NCP Canal Project. Engineer Ms. S.M. Kumar Singha, Representative Member of Sri Lanka Telecom. Engineer H.M.T.D. Bandara, Representative Member of Provincial Engineering Department.
Engineer B.M.P.C. Senaviratna, Representative Member of Provincial Road Development Authority. Engineer G.W.S.U. Galahitiava, Representative Member, Mahaveli Authority. Engineer W.D.C. Veerasinghe, Representative Member, Rajarata University of Sri Lanka. Engineer M.K. Disanayaka, Representative Member for Private Sector. Engineer W.P.N. Jayaratna, Representative Member, Forces.
Thank you, sir, for joining us. Next, we will proceed with the awarding of certificates to the members of IESL Rajarata Chapter in recognition of their outstanding efforts in organizing CPD activities during the session.
To grace this occasion and join us for the certificate awarding, we warmly invite Engineer Kosala Kamradeniya, President-elect of IESL, and Engineer Professor Ranjit Disanayaka, immediate President of IESL.
and Engineer Kamala Gunawardana, Vice Chairman of IESL, and Engineer Saman Gunawardana, Vice Chairman of IESL. Samantha, sorry sir. The first awardee is Engineer S.C. Ratnayaka for organising Planning Circle Field Visit to Kudavilachia Tank, Technical Session on Water Pumps, Provincial Chapter Meeting and Technical Session on Generators. Engineer C.S. Lokubarana for organising Planning Circle, Technical Session on Water Pumps, Provincial Chapter Meeting and Technical Session on Generators. Engineer B.A. Niranjana Dhanapala for organising Planning Circle and Provincial Chapter Meeting. Engineer W.A.T.P. Senaviratna for organising Planning Circle, Technical Session on Water Pumps, Provincial Chapter Meeting and Technical Session on Generators.
Engineer W.H.M.E.D. Senaviratna for organising Planning Circle, Field Visit to Kudavilachia Tank, Technical Session on Water Pumps, Provincial Chapter Meeting and Technical Session on Generators. Engineer D.M.L.T. Dahanayaka for organising Technical Sessions on Water Pumps, Provincial Chapter Meeting, Technical Sessions on Generators. Engineer S.P.K. Heva for organising Technical Sessions on Water Pumps, Technical Sessions on Generators. Sessions on Generators. Engineer Ms. U.L.S. Yasaratna for organising Technical Sessions on Water Pumps.
Engineer W.G.K. Maduranga for organising Provincial Chapter Meeting. Engineer A.M. Rifnas for organising Provincial Chapter Meeting. Engineer K.P.U.K. Tilakaratna for organising Field Visit to Kudavilachia Tank. Engineer Ms. W.P.S. Sudarshani for organising the Dhamma sermon. Engineer M.A.M. Rangana for organising the Dhamma sermon.
Engineer J.M.S. Jayawardena for organising Dhamma sermon. Engineer S.M.K. Prasad for organising Dhamma sermon. Engineer Ms. G.M.J.M. Gajanayaka for organising Dhamma sermon. Engineer Ms. H.V.H. Chaturika for organising Dhamma sermon. Engineer W.M.K.S. Vijay for organising Dhamma sermon.
Engineer Ms. W.V. Kavisekara for organising Dhamma sermon. Engineer U.D.S.D. Disanayaka for organising Dhamma sermon. Engineer W.G.S.S. Bandara for organising Polonnaruwa site visit. Engineer G.G.R. Amarasinghe for organising Polonnaruwa site visit. Engineer N. Kirushan Rupan for organizing Polonnaruwa site visit.
Engineer A. B. K. Konagedara for organizing Polonnaruwa site visit. Engineer A. M. A. I. B. Abesingha for organizing Polonnaruwa site visit. Engineer S. P. M. Jayatilaka for organizing Polonnaruwa site visit. Engineer S. Romesh Shankar for organizing Polonnaruwa site visit. Engineer M. H. M. Asauddin for organizing Polonnaruwa site visit. Thank you all, sirs and madams, for joining with us. As we come to the conclusion of this event, I would like to invite Engineer C.S. Lokubara, Secretary, IESL Rajarata Chapter, for the vote of thanks.
William Arthur Ward, the famous American motivational writer, once said, "Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is just like wrapping a gift and not giving." Good morning all. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you here and propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion, the opening of IESL Rajarata chapter building. This milestone is a testament to the collective effort, dedication and unwavering support of many individuals and organizations. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, IESL President, Engineer Gani Jailar, for gracing this occasion with your esteemed presence. Your inspiring excellence have truly motivated all of us. We deeply appreciate the time and effort you have taken to be with us today. Thank you, sir. A special note of appreciation goes to Engineer Professor Anjit Disanayake, whose invaluable contribution and the brave decision taken as the President of IESL last tenure to provide the financial assistance to make this a reality. Your presence here is a great encouragement to all of us, and we are grateful for your insights and wisdom. I would also like to thank Engineer Kosala Kamurudeniya, President-elect, Engineer Kamala Gunawardena, Vice President IESL, Engineer Samantha Gunawardena, Vice President IESL, and Engineer Neil Labesekara, Chief Executive Officer IESL, for being here with us today. Your presence is a great encouragement to all of the members in Rajarata chapter. A special note of thanks goes to former Chairman IESL, Engineer Dr. Sujit Jayasuriya, who started this project, who led the project initially, and we are fortunate enough to have you here with us, sir. Your contributions will remain in our minds forever. A special word of thanks goes to IESL Building Chapter Committee, led by Engineer Lalani Vijayasekara, for their tireless efforts in making this project a success. Your hard work, commitment and have brought this vision to a reality. In addition to that, I would like to thank the following senior engineers who were a part of this project from the beginning. Former IESL President, Engineer Tilakini Silva, even though he's not here. Former IESL past President, past Chairman Rajarata Chapter, Engineer R.M.W. Ratnayaka, and one of our senior engineers, Engineer Lalithya Alvis, and former past President and Provincial Director of RDA, Engineer T.K. Ranatunga. Without their leadership, we would not have been able to start the project. Last but not least, I extend my deepest gratitude to all of you present today. Your participation and encouragement mean a great deal to us, and we look forward to your continuous support in future. I'm sure the incoming president will greatly appreciate that. Once again, I thank all of you, and may this chapter of IESL Rajarata be a beacon of knowledge, innovation and excellence. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the sincere vote of thanks. This brings us to the end of the event. Following refreshments, you are all welcome to visit the building premises.
I am Engineer Shabiran Vijay, and today I had the pleasure of sharing the podium with my co-host, Engineer Jeevani Gajanayaka, and thank you once again for your presence in making this occasion truly special. Have a nice day.